Good morning, I'm Angelo Castro III.
I'm Angela and we are the Castros.
Welcome to Wednesday Brunch. Joining us is, of course, Second Mile Coffee with their wonderful cream puffs. And their, of course, staple Mogiana coffee.
Yun o, sarap.
Alright.
Dapat pala ito yung kinain natin kahapon habang nanonood ng Senate hearing.
Hindi, okay na yung kahapon. Kahapon was what? Pansit, di ba?
Oo,
okay na yung pansit
diba?
kahapon.
98 days before Christmas. At hanggang ngayon ay hindi pa rin tapos ang... ano ba, Alice Go saga, Kibuloy saga,
medyo nag-die down na yung kay Kibuloy because
antayin mo kasi
detention siya pero court appearances na lang.
Yes, at saka mag-Senate hearing siya. Tinatapos lang nila Senator Risa Ontiveros itong POGO-related crimes sila na hearing sa Senate. And then, pupuntahan nila si Kibuloy.
Hindi magsasalita yan. Non-stop invoke my right to...
Meron ba tayong narinig na bago kahapon? Pero sige.
We're serving you news in a countdown.
All that before your second cup of coffee. This is Brunch.
Let's begin our countdown with some updates on the weather. Pag-asa weather forecaster Veronica Torres is now on the line. Veronica, good morning.
Magandang umaga din po sa inyo, pati na rin sa ating mga taga-subaybay.
Yes, Veronica, what's the latest sa bagyong Hener at Helen? Si Helen ba pala yung si Pulasan?
Yes po, tama po kayo dyan. Opo, so etong si Hener, lumabas na ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility kaninang 2 ng madaling araw. And then, ito namang si Helen, although pumasok siya kagabi, 6:30 ng gabi sa ating PAR, malayo, nananatili itong malayo sa landmass at walang direct effect sa ating bansa. Although, posible pa rin naman itong maghatak ng southwest monsoon na magpapaulan western section ng Luzon and Visayas. Meron pa rin naman tayong gale warning sa western seaboard ng Central Luzon, Southern Luzon at Visayas. Kaya mapanganib pumalaot yung mga maliliit na sasakyang pandagat, kabilang na ang mga motor bangkas. Posible rin namang lumabas na ng ating Philippine Area of Responsibility itong si Helen within the day.
Veronica, kung may mga pag-ulan man na maitatala ngayon, which areas yun?
Opo, ngayon, meron din po kasi tayong nilabas din na heavy rainfall. So, mostly this is caused by southwest monsoon. So, for today, sa may Palawan at Occidental Mindoro, heavy to intense rain. So, 100 to 200 millimeters. So, moderate to heavy rains for today. Sa atin, sa may Metro Manila, sa may Ilocos Region, sa may Cordillera Administrative Region, Zambales, Bataan, Batangas, Cavite at nalalabing bahagi ng Mimaropa.
Any other weather disturbances or weather systems ang nakikita po natin sa outside of our Philippine Area of Responsibility?
Currently, wala naman na po tayong ibang minomonitor maliban nga dito kay Helen.
Yeah, Veronica, I'd like to ask to regarding yung La Nina natin. Ano na ang status ng La Nina?
Opo, so check lang din natin sa update ng ating mga kasamahan. Opo.
Oh, okay.
Thank
so,
you.
I'd like to ask also, kasi dami nagtatanong, kailan na ba mag-i-improve ang weather? Will we see better weather conditions all throughout the country starting tomorrow or next week pa?
Nakikita nga po natin na yung sa improvement ng weather, posible pagdating ng, or bukas, maulan pa din, possible yung mga scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. Pero pagdating naman ng around Friday, ay posible ng mas magandang panahon sa Metro Manila.
Okay. With that, thank you very much, Pag-asa weather forecaster Veronica Torres, for joining us on the show.
All right, let's continue with our countdown. On our 9th spot is the impact of Tropical Depression Hener. Some areas in the country endured heavy flooding and torrential rains yesterday. Motorists in Alfonso Castañeda, Nueva Vizcaya struggled to travel as the Balintogon Overflow Bridge was not passable. While in Toledo City, Cebu, the rain brought by Hener and the southwest monsoon caused the rise of a river's water level. Rescuers saved a man from drowning in the river. And in Palawan, officials are monitoring the Concepcion Bridge. It might be impassable if the rains persist.
Nagra-rush din kami dahil may ilang mga tulay kami kinukonsider na baka masira. So, bago sila masira, kailangan namin makatawid. Dahil alam niyo naman sa Palawan, isa lang yung aming highway.
Yung kakalis lang ni Hener, si
Yun nga
Helen, now Pulasan, pumasok. Although daw nasa PAR, wala daw siyang, hindi siya tumama ata sa landmass. Ang pinaka-effect lang is heavy rainfall tulad ng in-announce niya sa Western Visayas areas. Sa Metro, hindi na po medyong heavy, medyong ano na siya, moderate rainfall warning na lang tayo sa Metro Manila.
Although we've seen nga yung mga nasalanta nitong bagyong Hener, buti nga hindi ganun kagrabe katulad nung bagyo before that. Kasi syempre, we are still recovering from that recent bagyo.
Sunod-sunod, from Karina to, di ba?
Oo.
Yung si Habagat, yung Habagat, yung hinila ni Karina. That was terrible. Tumaas yung Marikina River.
And then
up to third alarm. Third alarm.
We've seen reports ng mga casualties, di ba?
Yes,
Yung mga nasalanta nito. Dito naman sa bagyong Hener, we have yet to see yung final count kung merong injuries or casualties dito. Okay,
Yeah, right.
sige.
Move on. Next in our countdown is about the COMELEC extending the deadline for delisted voters to file for voter status reactivation. They may do so until September 25, over 2 weeks from the original deadline set on September 7. Now, the poll body says deactivated voters can file an application online as long as they have complete biometrics in the local COMELEC office. According to the COMELEC, most voters were deactivated after failing to vote in the last 2 elections.
Yan. So, don't forget to register dun sa mga dapat magpa-register at saka dun sa mga magiging bagong botante this year. Diba, importante po,
Tsaka,
every vote counts, diba?
Hindi, ito
Sabi
naman,
nila.
itong registration is for the activated.
Yes,
na.
oo.
Yung mga may
Reminder lang din.
Oo, parang wag kayong tapos na ata yung registration ng regular voters, diba?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa. Okay. Anyway, wag kayo magla-last minute kasi ugali natin sa last few registrations. Laging last minute ang mga Pilipino. Sa dulo, ang dami. Pero all throughout the voter registration process, nanonote nga ni Chairman George Garcia, kukonti lang ang pupunta. Bakit hindi na lang natin ikalat para walang stress, di ba?
That's why ang COMELEC, they're very active in promoting itong registration.
Yes,
voters registration.
Correct.
They go to different areas, in schools, in companies, tapos sa mga probinsya to make sure na lahat po pwede, diba? Hindi ma-disenfranchise, makapag-register sila. And even, naalala mo doon sa area ng KOJC compound, ang COMELEC, meron silang plano talaga to go there. Kaya lang medyo naantala talaga, hindi medyo, no? Dahil nga doon sa nangyaring police operation doon sa KOJC
arrest warrant
compound.
Arrest warrant.
Oo. So ngayon, titignan natin kung tutuloy pa ba sila doon or kung kailan para yung mga, if ever, mga botante doon ay mapa-register.
Kaya panawagan natin, please make your, give time for yourself to register to vote.
Right,
kasi this is the only way po na the regular Filipino, the regular citizen can be at equal par with other bigger people because at the end of the day, pare-pareho daw tayo, one vote only each. And we should make it count because...
Pag hindi ka daw nagparehistro at bumoto, wala ka daw karapatan magreklamo.
Meron ka naman karapatan magreklamo din. But
pero
why not have a say in how this country will be run in the next few years? So, all right.
Tapos sa October, filing of candidacy na yan.
Certificate of
candidacy ng mga kakandidato. At ngayon, hindi na tayo mag-expect dun sa may mga substitution kasi pinagbawal na yun ng
At saka may 10 nominees na per party list.
Yes.
So, di ba, wala na kayong reason mag-last minute switching.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's continue with our countdown. Health Chief Ted Herbosa clarifies that President Marcos is well amid supposed health issues. Para po bigyan ng mukha ang balita, Mobile Journal, Julie Baiza.
Health Secretary Teodoro Herbosa clarified that President Bongbong Marcos was feeling well and was able to perform all his duties yesterday. Herbosa issued a statement Tuesday afternoon after saying earlier in the day that Marcos is under the weather.
He just said he's under the weather. So I suppose it was his birthday last week. So mas dami nang bumati sa kanya. I'm sure someone passed him a bad bug.
The health official also explained that he was with the president the whole day as he conducted 2 meetings in the morning. Meanwhile, the DOH is set to conduct a nationwide school vaccination program or Bakuna Eskwela starting on October 7. The president has allocated 7.9 billion pesos for the procurement of the vaccines.
It is a libreng bakuna para sa grade 1 at grade 7. Bibigyan sila ng measles at rubella vaccine at tetanus and diphtheria. So makukuha na rin namin pati yung zero-dose children. Tapos yung grade 4 na babae, na batang babae, 9 years old ito, yung mabibigyan sila ng human papilloma virus vaccine or yung anti-cervical cancer vaccine.
The DOH is looking at the possibility of expanding the program to private schools, but for now, the agency prioritizes the students in public schools. The DOH chief also added that parental consent is still required for the vaccination.
Kailangan pa rin ng parental consent, of course, right of refusal pa rin. And then, ang usual process namin, pag may nag-refuse na parents, yung health workers na namin ang pumupunta at ini-interview, tinatanong bakit ayaw magpapakuna. And then we try to convince them, baka maling information, maraming nababasa kasi sa social media. That's why we need your help.
Herbosa then clarified that the immunization program is not mandatory. Mobile Journal Julie Baiza, Bureau 1 News.
All right, coming up. Where is Harry Roque? The Philippine National Police has intensified their manhunt operation against the former presidential spokesperson.
And who is a former Philippine National Police chief who allegedly helped Alice Go escape to Indonesia? Kaya nga sabi nila, di ba, when you're in power or when you're on top of the world, always be kind to others because you don't know that the time will come at ikaw ay nasa sa ilalim.
Tsaka
sino ang babawi sa'yo?
Tsaka hindi lang always be kind. Gawin mo yung tama.
Kaya nga, always be kind and always do what's right.
Diba? Nako, lovers in Pogo daw. Tignan natin yan na. We're just getting started, mga kapatid. More of our top 10 news and brunch returns. Keep it here on One News. Good morning! You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Ngayon po ay Wednesday na, diba? 98 days before Christmas. Batiin ko lang itong mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube, no? Hindi ko nadala yung laptop ko. Pero si John Beam, si Gary ko, si Oscar N, Leonie Valdezotto, lagi daw siya always looking forward daw sa ating top 10 news.
Yeah.
Si Mark Santiago, of course, Tita Daisy and Tito Naldi Cancio, at saka si Oscar and Alex Fuentes. O, ikaw.
Ito si Ralph Domingo, of course, nasabi mo na rin. Si Sam Pokemon Go, good morning daw. Si Manny IC, ay medyo mainit ulo ni Manny. Oo, madami daw corrupt sa Pilipinas. Yan ang gist ng message niya. Anyway, good morning sa lahat ng viewers natin. Thank you for joining us once more sa Facebook, YouTube, Signal Channel 8. Pag SD.
Si Sam Pokemon Go, 'di ba? Nasabi mo
Sinabi ko
si
na
Gary. Si Gary Field, si
Vlad.
Bron,
Si Vlad. Good morning, Vlad. Si BJ.
Si Ate Ringo. Okay. Sige, let's continue with our countdown. Ranking 7th in our countdown is Mpox. The Quezon City local government confirmed its 4th case of the disease. The patient was referred to the Quezon City LGU after a doctor noticed a lesion behind their ear. They are currently in home isolation. The patient has no travel history abroad. However, they still want to work despite having symptoms of Mpox. 14 close contacts were identified, but only 7 of them have responded to the calls of the local government. Naku, yan ang mahirap no?
May symptoms. Be responsible na lang kasi let's all do our part. Siguro the government agencies need to step up kung ano yung symptoms ng Mpox. And then tayo naman, if we see that yung napanood natin sa TV or narinig sa radyo, nabasa, we have those symptoms, huwag na tayo pumasok. Magpa-check. Ngayon, kung clear ka, then pumasok ka. Kasi mandadamay ka pa ng iba Oo, it's not lethal in general, pero hindi mo alam yung hahawaan mo, baka naman may kasamang matanda o may comorbidity sa bahay, di ba? Makakadamay ka pa ng tao.
Totoo.
All be responsible.
Tapos, tulad niyan, merong 14 close contacts na sinasabi nitong may kaso na naman ng Mpox sa Quezon City. Sana yung may mga close contacts, makipag-coordinate ka agad. Kasi so far, 7 pa lang, halos kalahati pa lang dun sa 14 close contacts. Sana nakipag-coordinate mismo sa LGU. Di ba? Para malaman na rin natin kung sino yung tayong dapat mag-isolate.
Just because naman mga-coordinate ka sa LGU na may possible na nakasalamuha mo yung may MBOX, hindi naman ibig sabihin na ikukulong ka eh.
Oo.
Di ba? It's just they're going to mark it so you're part of statistics para ma-monitor natin maayos.
Yes.
It's for all of us naman.
Para wala nang makontrol natin yung transmission.
Ayaw natin ng pandemic, di ba? So,
totoo. At saka, ano ba yung sasabihin ko? Nakalimutan ko.
Ayaw natin ng ano.
May sasabihin ako na tungkol nga dyan sa ano, yun, naalala ko na at least 5 ata doon sa mga recent cases natin ng MPAX gumaling na eh. Okay na sila. So, diba, good news yun para doon sa mga nangangamba na ayaw nila mahawaan o nangangamba dahil nahawaan na sila. Diba? 5 doon po sa recent cases natin ay gumaling na.
Ayun, yun naman pala eh. Okay, let's move on. Coming in at top 6, the Justice Department says the legal camp of Arnie Teves is buying more time to prevent his extradition. According to the DOJ, Teves' camp contested the extradition ruling of Timor-Leste on procedural grounds. This means that the Philippine government will have to present its evidence on the extradition case again. Despite this, the DOJ expressed determination in bringing back Teves into the country. He is being tagged as the alleged mastermind behind the killing of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Degamo.
Feeling ko dito lang sa legal team ni Teves ang tawag dito, buying time lang sila.
Oo nga, they're trying to delay it. Hopefully they're going to file other means. Siguro they're looking at political asylum. Pero 'di ba ang Timor-Leste kasi is medyo close yung mga heads of state nila with PBBM kasi nag-usap na sila before, 'di ba? Although wala tayong direct extradition, 'di ba? Kung may magandang ties naman tayo with another country, baka mapadali tayo.
Parang ayun nga, procedural lang yung ginagawa nila kasi nga if you will think about it, and also this is confirmed by the DOJ Secretary Boying Remulla, yung unang case nila, yung hearing about extradition, granted na ng Teves. It's just that, kumbaga, if ever, I don't know if that's the correct term, yung nag-appeal sila. Kaya ngayon, pangalawang hearing na yung mangyayari.
Daming hinahabol ng
Pero
gobyerno.
delaying tactics to feeling ko eh.
Daming hinahabol noon, finding Kibuloy and finding Alice. Ngayon, bringing Arnie home and looking for Harry. Daming movie type of scenarios happening.
Pero kasi ang going back din nga dito sa legal team ni former Representative Teves, especially kay Attorney Topacio, sabi nga niya, pinipilit niya, yung unang naging procedure na hingi ng Pilipinas na ma-extradite si Teves dito sa atin, pabalik sa atin, ay null and void. Pero sinasabi nga ng DOJ, hindi. Talo nga kayo sa umpise, kaya kayo nagkakaroon ulit ng pangalawang hearing.
Okay, pero hindi porket may binantayan tayo at on the news recently where there's 4 people, kailangan tutukan din natin ang prices of gasoline, prices of food. Madaming issues pa that are very important na nakakalimutan na natin because of these people who refuse to submit themselves to justice.
Yun, Sige. Let's continue with our countdown. Entering our top 5 is Escoda Shoal. The Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, assured Filipinos that we are still in control of the contested shoal in the West Philippine Sea. Security experts expressed concerns over the absence of any Philippine vessel monitoring Escoda Shoal. Recall that BRP Teresa Magbanwa left her post in the shoal to get repaired. Based on AFP's latest monitoring, there are 9 China Coast Guard vessels, 4 People's Liberation Army Navy vessels, and 52 Chinese maritime militia vessels in Escoda Shoal. Despite this, AFP said their ships can still go there to fulfill their missions.
We are still able to perform our mandate in the conduct of our maritime patrols in the area. Even though there are challenges being presented, we are able to execute our mandate in the West Philippines. And we will continue to do that.
Siyempre, yan naman talaga ang natin, hangarin natin, di ba? Mapagpatuloy natin yung presensya dyan, lalo na sa Escoda Shoal ngayon dahil we are really in challenging times, di ba? Pagdating sa usapin na yan. Napakalaki ng Escoda Shoal, pero ang importante daw dyan kasi na we have to note, napakalapit nito sa Palawan, di ba? 75 nautical miles.
Tsaka ang iniiwasan pa, parang sabi ng mga ibang analysts, ang iniiwasan natin mangyari is, kung wala tayong Coast Guard presence with our biggest ship, kung pumasok si monster ship daw sa loob ng area na yan, wala na tayong magagawa.
Yes.
Monster ship, for context, is one of the biggest ships in the world, which belongs to the Chinese fleet. I think it is a Navy, it's a gray ship, diba? But you know naman, yung China has been deploying Navy assets already in our area. And if they take the position inside Escoda Shoal, there's no way to push them, not push, but they scare them out of this area unless humingi na tayo ng tulong at that point sa mga allies natin. And di ba, ang Germany ata, they have a battleship or they have a warship ata within the Philippines.
Mga exercises kasi mga ginagawa.
Within the Philippine vicinity, di ba? Nandito at sila.
Kaya ayun nga yung nakakatakot doon, kasi 'di ba yung doon sa arbitral ruling, 'di ba 200 nautical miles yung exclusive economic zone natin. Itong sa may Escoda, 75 nautical miles na to. Napakalapit na to talaga sa mismong teritoryo natin.
Palapit sila into our area.
Oo. So sabi naman ng PCG and of course ng AFP and lahat yung National Maritime Council natin, we have not lost the area kasi may babalik naman temporarily na ship na papupuntahin doon. Pero syempre, ang main concern natin dito, paulit-ulit natin pinag-uusapan ito, Diego, di ba, is yung resupply mission nga hindi makalusot-lusot Ito pa kayang umalis na yung Teresa Magbanwa sa shoal, tapos may dadating na panibago kung makakalusot yan. Yan ang ating aabangan, di ba? Dahil hindi tayo makapakasiguro, di ba? Ang importante, syempre, naawa din tayo dun sa di ba, pinag-usapan natin yung mga soldiers natin, yung nasa loob ng Teresa Magbanwa.
May naman tubig sa aircon.
Oo, nakakaawa naman yung mga sinasapit nila, di ba? So, yan, abangan din natin kung ano pang mangyayari. What else can we do? Di ba? Sabi nila, mag-file ulit tayo ng case.
We have not lost Escoda, but we may lose it, di ba? So, huwag tayo maglaro with scenarios like this because you don't know how China will take any opportunity it can get to establish position. Maglagay lang sila ng yung 50 militia vessels nila and one big Coast Guard asset. Mahihirapan na tayo to retake that.
Exactly.
So, iniisip ko lang, pag bumalik si Teresa Magbanwa, paano siya lulusot?
Paano,
di ba?
Although sabi naman nila, dyan daw sa Escoda Shoal, maraming entry and exit points. So, kaya daw papatuloy yung mga
pero ang critical point kasi sa Escoda Shoal is that center area ng Escoda Shoal. Kasi meron siyang mga entry and exit points on the perimeter. But meron siyang yung center area is near where Teresa Magbanwa is. If you take the center area kasi, you have access to all the exit points.
Yun nga.
So we need to take that because if they plug in any of their assets sa center area strategically, they have a peripheral view of the entire shoal, which means they can control the area.
Yun na nga,
yun ang iiwasan natin.
Problema natin. Sige, patuloy natin babantayan ng issue na yan. But for the meantime, let's continue with our countdown.
One lawmaker challenges former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque to act like a man and face the accusations being thrown at him. Here's the report.
The Philippine National Police has intensified its search operations for Harry Roque. They have mobilized special tracker teams to locate the former presidential spokesperson. Roque has an arrest order issued by the House Quad Committee over his failure to submit documents related to his assets. Lawmakers believe these documents could be connected to criminal activities of illegal pogo hubs.
All effort po ng ginagawa po ng all law enforcement, not only the Philippine National Police, but all law enforcement po ang tumutulong po sa paghanap. Tuloy-tuloy naman po yung paghanap po namin. Hindi naman po kami hihinto.
Roque still managed to go live on Facebook on Monday, claiming that he is not a fugitive. The former presidential spokesperson also accused House lawmakers of power tripping. Roque said he will wait for the Supreme Court's decision on the petition he filed challenging his arrest order.
Hindi ako pugante dahil ako po ay lumabag sa batas. Hindi po tama yung ginagawa nila. Pasigaw-sigaw, kapag ayaw na sagot, contempt kaagad. nagpa-power tripping na po sila.
Quad Committee Chairman Ace Barbers denied Roque's accusation. He said that it was Roque himself who volunteered to submit documents regarding his companies.
Kailangan ko ba mag-power trip? Alam nyo, maraming sinasabi ito si Attorney Harry Roque sa likod ng Quadcom o sa labas ng Quadcom. Sabihin mo sa harapan namin yan. Magpakalalaki ka, umarap ka dito sa amin.
For Congressman Dan Fernandez, this only shows that Roque is hiding something.
If we really wanted to evade, if we really wanted to not to attend and pursuing other things in order to avoid it, then there will always be a presumption of guilt.
Ay, nako. Ito si... ito, pinag-usapan na rin natin to yesterday kasi ito nga si former spokesperson, Attorney Harry Roque, na talagang matibay o matigas ang kanyang loob na hindi siya haharap muli sa sinasabi niyang kangaroo court dyan sa House of Representatives.
Actually, there are some issues that we may not agree with former spokesperson Harry Roque. But at the end of the day, may point din siya na this is he is a resource person for a congressional hearing. So technically, congressional hearings are made to create new laws or amend new laws.
In aid of legislation.
And therefore, they invite people as resource persons to help them craft these laws. Ngayon, kaya nga it's medyong recently, a lot of us know the words already. We'll cite you in contempt. We'll cite you in contempt, di ba? Ang hindi ko lang gusto kasi is if hindi nila gusto yung sagot, and they think you are lying, pinapresume nila you're lying by attacking the resource person. We may not agree with the resource persons, pero how would you know the difference between a lie and not based because hindi lang gusto mo yung sagot, lie na kaagad? Diba, let's put ourselves in the shoes of these resource persons. Kung tayo ang nakaupo doon, nagsasabi tayo ng totoo, hindi nila gusto, we're lying
yan ang
agad.
challenge kay Attorney Harry Roque. Patunayan niya na he's not lying.
No,
Alam mo kasi before, well, nung siya yung in power before, di ba? Yung kay Secretary De Lima, ganyan ang ginawa nila.
No, but we have to remember, this is not...
I hate to say this, pero...
This is not a municipal or regional trial court hearing. This is a hearing in aid of legislation. So if a resource person lies, he'll perjure himself. Nakalagay naman sa TV yan in public, pero walang ang liability. Iba ang lying pag you're lying in front of a judge. Because you're accusing him of a crime already, tapos maglalay ka sa judge, ibang usapan yan. But dito, you are a resource person. And kung ayaw mo sumagot, you're lying.
Basta kung wala ka tinatago, for me, sumagot ka na lang, di ba? Tapos, the truth shall set you free.
Yeah, but the definition of the truth kasi is in the justice system sa Supreme Court.
Mahirap. I understand where you're coming from, pero I hate to say this, pero yan yung parang he's having his own taste of his own medicine before.
There's such a thing. There is such a thing as karma. But I'm just saying kasi, as much as we want to say, I told you so, it could happen to us also. So sana, di ba, let's wait for what the Supreme Court has to say on this. It's a long-standing issue already between yung hearings na ito. Long time ago na ito. Let's see what the Supreme Court has to say. But they respect kasi the delineation of powers between houses of Congress.
Basta ang nilalaban din dyan kasi ni Attorney Harry Roque, yung mga dokumento daw na hinihingi supposedly ng Quadcom Committee ay it has nothing to do with their investigation. Pero ang ginigiit naman, of course, nakausap natin, di ba, dito si Representative Abante, ginigiit niya, may mga kinalaman yun. Like, for example, yung sa asawa niya. Di ba yung asawa niya nakapirma dun sa lease nung property sa Tuba, Benguet, kung saan nahuli yung dalawang Chinese nationals na may kinalaman sa Pogo. So, they want to talk to the wife, pero yung wife, sinasabi niya, hindi siya pwedeng umattend because of the medical reason. Pero they're asking for medical certificate nung wife niya, bakit hindi siya nakaka-attend. So, those are one of the reasons why isa sa mga papeles or documents na ayaw ibigay ni Attorney Harry Roque sa Quadcom. Sinasabi niya, hindi daw yun related doon sa Quadcom.
Alam mo,
committee.
I agree with the Quadcom that they need to get to the bottom of this. But at the end of the day, if Harry Roque submits a deed of sale and enters it into the hearing, it becomes then a matter of public document. Meaning that deed, kung ano yung kinita niya, ang income niya, pwede i-plaster all over television. Kasi public document, he entered it. That's something private because that's the income niya yan eh. That's something he earned from selling properties. Ngayon, if
yung question nga yung yung wealth niya dyan diba?
Then who is the right court to question this? It is not Congress who's the right to question how ill-gotten wealth. If there is ill-gotten wealth, it is the court or the Sandigang Bayan to question it. Yun lang ang sinasabi ko. Let's go to the proper forum. I may not agree with former spokes Harry Roque's politics, but at the end of the day, their job is to what? Diba? Create laws. Diba? So what laws will they create from the deed of sale of Harry Roque?
Basta magpakita siya doon at ipakita niya na sinagsasabi siya ng totoo sa akin eh. Yun nga.
Papakita naman siya sa Supreme Court eh.
Meron
diba,
siyang
isn't that the highest court of the land, the Supreme Court?
Pero meron nga ditong hearing sa QuadCo.
Kaya
hindi mo siya pwedeng hindi na lang. Kasi kung ganyan na lang gagawin niya, di lahat na lang iimbitahin sa mga committee hearings. Hindi na lang din
I agree with the QuadCo. I'm just saying, may laban siya by going to the Supreme Court. Hence, let us say the word lang in aid of legislation. What law will you craft from a deed of sale? What law can you amend that is existing in the Philippines from a deed of sale?
Sige, naku, wala na po tayong oras. Pero wag po tayong basta-basta maniniwala sa mga nakikita natin sa internet. Kumakalat muli sa social media yung mga peging pag-aaral na nagsasaad na magkaka-brain cancer ka kapag mahilig kang mag-cellphone. Yan ba yung sinasabing kaka-cellphone mo yan? Para bigyan po ng mukha ang balita, Mobile Journal, Francis Orsio.
Kahit saan magpunta, karamihan sa atin palagi nang may dalang cellphone. Pero naniniwala ka ba na masama raw ito sa kalusugan? Nasa bahay man, biyahe, trabaho o kahit naglalakad sa kalsada, sigurado panay hawak ninyo sa inyong cellphone. Kahit nga siguro bago matulog, katabi nyo yan, panay browse sa inyong social media o yung tinatawag na doom scrolling. Kaya may sumulpot na pag-aaral noong 2013 mula sa International Agency for Research on Cancer na ang exposure sa radio waves ng mobile phone ay posibleng nakaka-cancer. Pero sa inilabas na pagsusuri ng Australian Radiation Protection and Nuclear Safety Agency, hindi raw totoo yan. Ayon sa pag-aaral na kinomisyon ng World Health Organization mula 1994 hanggang 2022 ay hindi naman tumaas ang bilang ng mga nagkaroon ng brain tumor o cancer sa utak kahit pa tumaas ang mga gumagamit ng mobile phones. Ito rin ang giniit ng isang health expert na ating nakausap.
No, kahit gano'n ka pa katagal na sa telepono, hindi ka agad magkaka-cancer dahil dyan. Yung kasi actually na sinasabi noon na nakaka-cancer to, hindi kasi proven yun. Number one, ang ginagamit kasi na waves ng ating mga mobile phones ay non-ionizing radiation. Yung mga nakaka-cancer na radiation kasi ay yung ionizing radiation.
Paliwanag ng eksperto, ang non-ionizing radiation mula sa mga telepono ay naihahalin tulad sa ultraviolet, infrared, microwave at radio frequency. Ang kabaliktaran nitong ionizing radiation na nakaka-cancer ay maaring makuha sa labis na exposure sa electromagnetic waves tulad ng gamma o X-ray.
Kapag maliit lamang yung data mo, hindi siya talaga conclusive. Pagka mas malaki yung data set mo, mas magkakaroon ka ng mas tamang conclusion. At sinasabi dito na we can be more confident na yung exposure to radio waves from wireless technology is not a human health hazard.
Pero sabi ni Doc, kahit na hindi nakaka-cancer sa utak ang telepono, maaring may masamang epekto pa rin ito sa ibang aspeto ng ating kalusugan.
Number one, sedentarism. So pwedeng, dahil nga lagi naman tayo nakatelepono, diyan ka na naglilibang, nawawala na yung paglalaro natin sa labas, nawawala na rin yung physical activity natin sa labas, kaya nakaka-contribute naman ito sa obesity. Na yung obesity naman pwedeng maging linked sa inyong heart disease, diabetes, cancer din.
Hindi man nakaka-cancer, paalala ni Doc, hinay-hinay pa rin sa paggamit ng phone dahil ika nga, lahat ng sobra ay nakakasama. Mobile journalist Francis Orsio po, hatid ang mukha ng balita.
Yung mga bata, yan ang mga problema. Yung tawag dito, yung attention span nila kapag nabababad sila sa cellphone.
Yun ang isang issue.
Oo, may studies doon talaga. Yun, proven na yun.
Pero yun kasi sinasabi ni Doc Dex, hindi nagkaka-brain cancer. Directly naman, never naman sinabi ng mga nagsasabi nun na using cellphones will directly cause you brain cancer. No. having cancer po is a confluence of situations that happen. Hereditary, diet, stress. But you know, sabi nga, I remember, because my mom and dad, they both had cancer, di ba? And contributory factor daw yung putting the cellphone, the old school cell phones near her body, di ba? Sinabi ng, ano yan, ng doktor yan eh. But it's not the main cause. Hindi naman tayo literal. It contributes to a cause, several factors that cause cancer.
Di ba meron tayo napanood dati na, na documentary, yung earpiece niya, yung tumor niya,
shape of the earpiece. This was a BBC documentary, ha? And it was,
grabe.
Ngayon, ang sinasabi kasi ng mga doktor, hindi proven. It does not mean it's not false. It's fake. It just means there isn't enough data to validate claims. Yun lang naman ang ibig sabihin ng proven.
Basta i-regulate yung paghawak ng paggamit ng telepono, tas yung mga bata, no, tulad ng sinasabi ko, kasi there's a study there na yung talagang lumiliit yung attention span nila when they are, ang tawag doon, babad sa paggamit ng cellphone. Tingnan nyo po yung pag-uugali ng mga bata ngayon as compared dun sa mga hindi masyado nagsi-cellphone. No? Yung mga magulang kasi ngayon, they regulate, yung ibang mga magulang nakakita ko ngayon, they regulate na yung paggamit ng cellphone ng kanilang mga anak kasi nga nakita nila yung difference ng pag-uugali.
Patience level. Hoy, kanina kung napansin nyo, maaraw ngayon, ang lakas ng ulan, no?
Ang lakas na, oo nga.
Ito na ata si Pulasan, wala daw direct effect, may indirect effect daw siguro sa habagat.
Pero paalis din siya today, si Helen.
Helen, but it's
Pulasan yung international name.
No, Helen is the international and Pulasan yung local name.
No, baligtad.
Yes.
Baligtad ka. Baligtad ka, Helen is the local name.
Yan ang mahirap
pag
hindi mo kakampi yung director tsaka yung isang host.
Kung doon lang tayo sa tama, di ba? Di ba? Kasi Hiner
Sige, hindi naman ako perfect. Nagkakamali rin ako paminsan-minsan. Don't go away because we're not done yet.
May
tatlo pa tayo.
Stay with us.
Welcome back. You're still watching Brunch here on One News. Happy Wednesday, mga ka-brunchies.
Malamig na Wednesday ngayon.
Kasama natin ang Second Mile, di ba?
Of course, Second Mile Coffee para sa kanilang ating staple, di ba? Na comfort food na cream puff. And of course, your coffee.
Second Mile. Kaklarify ko lang ha. Ang tema kasi ng show is to be, one of us will be the devil's advocate and we will debate issues. Ngayon, wag nyo po iisipin na may pinagtatanggol akong tao. We're just exploring all angles on this show.
All sides all the time.
All sides all the time. Wala po, just because I try to engage Angel in a debate, it's just debating several issues.
Kontra lang po talaga siya sa kontrabulati siya eh.
But if you all know yung political background ko in history, you will know that we have a difference in politics with Harry Roque, di ba? So,
teka muna, batiin ko lang to. Tuwang-tuwa sila sa atin. Lagi silang nanonood eh. Ang Reyes family, si Aiza, Adela, JR, si Baby, si Rick. And of course, happy birthday kay Oyet Reyes. Birthday niya sa September 22.
Happy
Tapos
birthday.
Sa lahat daw ng member ng buhay sa cruise ship, especially sa founder nila, si Sir Rinel Banda, mabuhay po kayong lahat at sana lahat kayo makasampa na ng barko. More power and God bless. Thanks for watching us. Alright, let's continue with our countdown. Emerging on the third spot is Cassandra Ong. Is she also pretending to be a Filipino citizen? Senators question the legitimacy of Lucky South 99 representative's birth certificate. Ong told the hearing on Pogos that a midwife delivered her in a house in San Juan City before she was transferred to the Chinese General Hospital in Manila. However, the home address and the midwife's name provided by Ong do not exist. Senators also pointed out that the marriage certificate of Ong's parents are not registered in the database of the Philippine Statistics Authority.
This is another case of questionable birth certificate issued through late registration. And there is no basis for the issuance of Cassie Ong's birth certificate. This should be investigated and this should immediately be cancelled if there are findings.
Okay, ito na naman tayo.
Napansin ko hindi na nakapagpa-blower yata si Cassandra.
It's either ano kaya, 'di ba? Midwife ng panganak sa iyo, hindi ka nag-aral, si Teacher Rubilin.
Ako, umpisa pa lang, sinabi na ni Cassandra Og, ang daddy niya naturalized Filipino. Diba? Yun ang sinabi niya.
Okay lang, we grant that. Pero yung issue na hindi pala existing kung saan siya pinanganak yung area.
Tsaka diba? Oo, yung birth certificate, yung marriage certificate, merong discrepancy na naman.
Marriage?
Yung marriage certificate ng parents niya. Diba? Yung sinabi kanina sa report. So, yan, titingnan din natin. Kasi I'm sure, dun sa ginagawang hearing ngayon nila Senator Risa Ontiveros et al., kasama dyan, of course, yung sistema, diba, sa pagbibigay ng late registration ng birth certificate.
Sana masilip na ng Senate yung, aside from yung nationality and marriage certificates for sale to foreigners, silipin na nila yung for sale within the local community kasi gawain yun eh.
Yes.
Even within Filipinos mismo born here, sometimes they fake their birth certificates para to establish another identity. Diba? Kunyari, madami ka ng hit sa NBI, they establish another identity. So silipin nila yun kasi legitimate itong mga certificates. You'll have some people say may bago silang identity. Legitimate kung chinek nyo po yan.
Dito sa kaso ni Cassandra, malamang baka imbitahan nila or i-check nila kung nasaan itong midwife na to na supposedly
wala
nagpaanak.
address eh. So sa mga
yun ang problema. Okay.
And Senator Jinggoy Estrada knows that because diba, sa San Juan people yung mga yan eh. Walang existing address, walang name na ganun daw.
Itong top 3, 2, 1 natin, for sure, magkakadikit ito sa mga usapin na to.
Let's go. On our top 2, Suwal Pangasinan Mayor Dong Kalugay denies a romantic relationship with Alice Guo. During the Senate hearing yesterday, Kalugay clarified that he's only friends with Guo. Despite the senator showing photos of them wearing couple and campaign shirts.
Nagsusuotan kayo ng campaign shirt ng isa't isa at nandun kayo sa kampanya ng isa't isa. Pakilarawan po, gaano ka-close yung pagiging magkaibigan ninyo?
Magkaibigan lang po kami. In-invite po ako dyan po, Madam Chair.
Inimbita kayo ni Guo Huaping?
Opo, Madam Chair.
Bakit niya kayo inimbita?
Pinakita lang po niya kung sa akin po nung siya'y nangangampanya po.
Pinakita ang alin po?
Yung tungkol po sa pagparada po. Hindi naman po namin farm.
Senators also questioned businesses that they believe are owned by Kalugay and Guo. This includes AC Aqua Farm, D Aqua Farm, and Lixel Fish Farm.
Ba't mo sinasabi hindi? Yung D Aqua Farm, Dong. Lixel, Alice, LIC, and Liceldo. Donggo, Dong, and Go. Tinalo nyo pa si Dong yan, ha? Guko. Ha? Siguro stands for Go and Kalugay. Madidinay mo pa ba ito?
Wala po kung ganyang negosyo po, Your Honor.
Sinungaling to.
Hindi po ako
nagsisinungaling,
Your Honor.
Sino itong si Efren?
Meron pa babaita.
Si Senator Estrada ay natatawa.
Tayo kaya anong pangalan natin pag pinagsama? Hindi ko Jegela. Pangit. Pero nakakatawa, no, kahapon talaga. Lovers in Pogo. Ika nga. Pero syempre, yan ay dinideny nila.
Nakita niyo yung naglabas na video, yung mukha ni Go Huaping nung sinabi niya, parang di ko siya love. May pinakitang nag-close up isang camera kay Go Huaping, parang naano siya. Gumanon si
Pero I'm sure naman after all of this, itong mga pagdinig na ginaganap sa Senate ay makikitaan na nila kung ano yung mga pwede na yung in aid of registration.
Sana
when it comes to border control, system in granting visas, birth certificate, and of course yung mga bangko. If I'm not mistaken, ito si Senator Sherwin Gatchalian will conduct a separate hearing, investigation regarding dun sa mga bangko. Bakit hindi nila na-flag itong mga millions of pesos na dumadaan, diba, sa mga businesses within the POGOs?
And more importantly, I would like to say a new law crafted that permanently bans POGOs in the country. Dahil ang meron lang tayo ngayon is an executive order by President Marcos which can be overturned by the next president.
Yes, next administration.
So they need to, ngayon pa lang, they need to craft a law that effectively bans POGOs.
Ito na, ang ating top 1. Coming back to our top spot is Alice Go. A PAGCOR official and former Army intelligence officer told senators that a former PNP chief helped Go flee from the Philippines. Former PNP chief and Senator Bato de la Rosa immediately cleared his name from the revelation. Here's the report.
Dismissed Bamban Mayor Alice Go is back again in the Senate hearing on Pogos yesterday. This is her second time in the hearing since she was caught in Indonesia. This was also the first time that Go, her supposed sister Sheila, and Lucky South 99 Representative Cassandra Leong were together since their capture in our neighbor country. How did they escape? PAGCOR official Raul Villanueva gave a jaw-dropping answer to this question. According to the retired general and former Army Intelligence Service commander, a former Philippine National Police chief helped the three to leave the country.
Alin pong PNP units ang binabanggit sa usap-usapan?
Hindi PNP unit, ma'am, but personalities.
PNP personality. Sino-sino po?
I think it was mentioned the former chief PNP.
Which one?
I don't know, ma'am, but former chief PNP daw.
But that's not all. Villanueva claimed that the former PNP chief was on Go's monthly payroll.
Ang parang usapan dun, ma'am, parang nasa payroll, yung monthly payroll. Ever since.
It gets worse and worse. Kanina, bad enough yung magbayad di umano ng daang milyong pisong suhol para makatakas ang isang guwaping. Even worse kung historically may monthly payroll.
Villanueva did not reveal the identity of the former PNP chief, but Senator Bato de la Rosa quickly cleared his name from possible accusations.
Pwede bang malaman kung sino itong former chief PNP? I am concerned because I am a former chief PNP. Baka mamaya mayroong lalabas na script dyan na si Bato ay tumatanggap ng pera galing sa'yo.
Wala pong ganun pong nangyayari.
Sigurado ka?
Sigurado po ako. Wala pong
Kilala
ganun
mo ba
nangyayari.
ako?
On their part, the PNP will verify Villanueva's claim. For News 5, Maricel Halili, We Are One News.
Sinong former PNP
Mainit
chief?
si Bato yung follicle test, tsaka ito.
Oo, nagulat siya kaya kahapon
Pero sino
sabi
ba?
niya.
Kasi if you take a look at the mga...
Kaninong administration?
Kasi ang PNP chiefs wala nang sway yan over... Pag retired na, wala nang sway over the existing yan. Unless they belong to yung sa Baguio, yung PMA. And if they're of the same class, mga mista nila, they have... pwedeng pakiusap. But if you take a look at yung mga former PNP chief, you have Oscar Albayalde, you have Bato de la Rosa, you have, what's his name?
Deboldcina.
Naalala ko si Manyanita. Deboldcina.
Eleazar.
Ayun, Eleazar. Sasabihin ko sana yung maganda yung kutis yun.
Eleazar. Marami yan na.
So
pero sabi naman nila, even within outside yung intelligence unit, yan daw yung mga usap-usapan. So they have yet to verify kung tama itong rumor na ito. So, kaya ngayon, hindi pa nila malabas din kung sino yung pangalan kasi they're still verifying, confirming kung tama ba yung usap-usapan na to na talaga bang merong tumulong sa kanya.
Parang meron daw tumulong pero ang be-verify nila kung sino.
Kung PNP chief, former PNP chief ba talaga
kung sino.
yan?
Basta definitely daw.
May tumulong dyan.
No, ang sinasabi definitely daw it's somebody official na may sway. Sabi na, definitely daw it's somebody who had a position before. Yan ang alam nila. But they have to verify first.
Mahirap naman din kasi maglabas ka kaagad ng
pero I don't think it will be a PNP chief from pre-Duterte era because that's too far away na magkaroon ka ng influence
Ay, tsaka ilang taon lang si si Alice Go.
Supposedly, so we have to take a look at the last 6 years or the first year ni PBBM kung sino yung mga PNP chief. Yun. Let's see that.
Nako, talagang maraming mga personalidad ang lumalabas dito sa investigation na to. But one thing's for sure, tulad nga na nabanggit ko kanina, itong nangyayaring hearing na ito sa Senate ay nakikita naman natin di ba, kung ano yung in aid of legislation rather, na dapat nilang pagtuunan ng pansin. Yan yung, of course, yung gaps in border control natin, system in granting visas, yung sa birth certificates, and of course, yung sa mga bangko nga, di ba?
Another thing you have to look at is yung, you have to look at is yung sa COMELEC. Ministerial lang kasi sila sa pagtanggap ng candidates.
Yes.
To give them some teeth to vet already yung candidates na papasok para hindi tayo abot sa ganito.
Sama pa natin law enforcement. Yan, okay, sige.
Alright.
Nako, ongoing na po ngayon yung House budget hearing,
Yeah.
'di ba? At I think si Vice President Sara Duterte ay
Nag-attend.
present doon ngayon.
Yeah.
So abangan niyo po yung ating coverage, yung papakita naman po
Mukhang
dito yan
inaantok
sa
si,
atin sa One
si
News.
Madam VP. So,
Oo, present siya ngayon
present siya.
doon.
Alright, with that, thank you Second Mile Coffee for joining us today and lahat ng viewers natin. And I'd like to leave everyone with a quote, "A dog barks when his master is attacked. I would be a coward if I saw that God's truth is attacked and yet would remain silent." A quote from John Calvin.
Who let the dogs out.
Oo. So pansamantala po wala si Angel tomorrow and Friday and Monday dahil may gagawin. But tuloy pa rin ang brunch.
Hindi po kami maghiwalay
Kaya klaro natin kasi mamaya magwala ang mga fans ng brunch. Anyway, that wraps up today's episode of Brunch.
Join us again tomorrow. I'm Angela-Lagunzad Castro.
And I'm Angelo Castro III.
We are One News, all sides, all the time. Thank you.